We the salt of the earth, then our taste gon' stale. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn when done dropped the mic. Now I'm taking my home.
I was 24, trying to see 25. I was
burned down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak.
Looked around, all I saw was death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, I put life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all I death is death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, nigga, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Nah, I said it best, you know we just surviving the times, and it's survival of the fit. Strong survive. That's why each and every day I pray to the Most High, cause most of my people ain't make it to see 25. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. Less it's 25 to life and I'm stuck in a cell. 23 hours to slot, yo my nigga, that's hell. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth, our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. It's time to come together, that's the only way to excel. I'm fury like hell, fire and brimstone. Revert these devils to Flintstones. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon, rubble with the angel and the lion of Judah, king of the jungle. Ephraim is the flame, turn the Esau into stubble. This the patience of the saints, so always remain humble. He who endures to the end will see this place crumble. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries. Victims of lost identity, but now we got the recipe. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries. Victims of lost identity, but now we got the rest. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. I said the Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Niggas run until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die. Still I rep the Most High until the day that I die. We still
I put the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers they wanna end me? Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that revolver, 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style. 6-shooter on me like the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. But they can't duplicate y'all where they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal Eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 or 2 Nigga so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. So it won't fall in the hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt with Trump niggas. Ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk, nigga. Want, nigga. Choppers fit nice in the trunk, nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front, nigga. Jump, nigga. Mean if you froggy, I front, nigga. Front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front. 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West.
We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die, I'll let the Most High until the day that I die. We're still here, die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Day that we die, day that we die.
Test 1, 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Pray to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Pray to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity and not the lives lost. Can't be focused on the life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Just when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. Wanted fear when I walk past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and that's not really fair. All it was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Isupk until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me
in the hands of someone more mighty make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time that I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time that I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I'll tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fail. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, and so I don't. In the photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just Isupk sat in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback. It's a dog.
Acabou. Shalom, Yahweh Yoshan B'Kadam, to all the brothers, Shalom, Al-Daba, Hashem Yoshar, all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal Patronus, one was one are the true Hebrews that's according to the Bible. The topic of today, we're going to be talking about how to be a better brother. Because a lot of our people here in America today, we don't know how to be brothers to each other. We go out and we unalive each other. And we We unalive each other for the most simplest things, like money. We unalive each other for women because we fight over women. We unalive each other for things. We unalive each other for communication. The lack of communication. And one thing that you have to understand is that we need to understand is that we have to have self-control. We have to have self-control because here in America, we're not taught how to have self-control. We're taught how to be free, be able to do what we want, and if we feel some type of way, we just gotta lash out on how we feel. How we feel, we just gotta lash out on it. You feel angry? You angry at your brother? Just go on and alive. That's what we're taught here in America. That's what we're taught by by our oppressors, because that's what they do. Look at America for an example. When something happens to them, what do? When 9/11 happened, what did they do? You call?
Sorry, I was checking the audio.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
I was like, whenever, like, when something happens to America, or like when 9/11 happened to America, what did they do?
When 9/11 happened to America, it's like they went to war, sir.
Yeah, they did go to war because what? They lashed out on their anger.
Right.
All of America was angry and upset. You know what they did? They went and bombed, or not bombed, but they went in and destroyed them, destroyed their enemies because they was upset. Instead of coming together and like you say they always do. You know how America, we gotta come together and love one another, but America don't do that.
No.
They'll never do that. When something happens to them, they go and they lash their anger out. They go and they lash their anger out on whoever attacked them. That's what they do. Right. And that's who we are learning from. That's where we get it from. Now you see us, whenever we get upset, what do? We go and we lash our anger out on whoever did it to us. That's why when you see a brother go and unalive another brother, instead of dealing with this dealing with this situation, how the Lord wants us to deal with it, and how we deal with it, we deal with this situation with our feelings.
Right.
We unalive each other. We deal with the situation on how we think we should deal with it instead of how the Lord told us to deal with it. We have no control over ourselves. We have no control over our body, and that's a very important, a very vital, important thing that we have to have is self-control. Being a better brother, it consists of having self-control over yourself, having the control to be able to control your anger and your emotions. You have to control those things. You have to control those things when you're dealing with your brothers.
Right.
Be able to control it. And America does not teach us how to control these things, but teaches us how to act on how to go opposite, how to do the opposite of having control. That's why they say, do whatever thou wilt. Do whatever your mind tells you to do. Oh, Rooker, you said something, brother. All right. It a little blurry, but that's wild.
Right. So I try to fix the camera. I don't know if we have to bring it closer.
It looks wild.
It's all right.
Yeah, it looks wild to me. That looks pretty wild.
Okay.
You get Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28.
Come on.
It just seems like it's a little. I see. I'm not wrong. Hold on. Let me fix that because this is faded. Hold on, real quick. Like that? Oh,
Yeah. Just came out.
We need to do better. What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, bro. Yeah, you have one thing? Oh. Right now. There you go. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah,
So like, well, what scripture did you want?
it was Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. It was a little better. Let me know when you got that.
Okay. Quick answer. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down.
It says, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down. Like, having no control is like being in a place without walls. You see a city, you ever been to like a city that has no walls or nothing to guard it?
Right.
Got no protection, nothing to keep it safe. And a brother that has no control over his body is just like a city that has no guard. He's able to be moved around. He's like a leaf that floats around. A leaf that's just able to blow away wherever the wind goes. The leaf blows because he has no protection. Like, whatever is put in front of you, you're gonna do it. You got Christianity. Christianity's put right before you. You're gonna follow after Christianity. Whatever's put before you, you're gonna follow after. Anything, something happens, and something makes you upset. Getting so upset. You ever seen brothers that drink so much, and then they get upset, and then they go on a rampage because they have no control over their body, no control over themselves, over their flesh, over their soul. But a man that has no control is like a man that has no walls. It's important that we get control over our bodies, get control over our souls, control over our feelings. That's why you have to be taught how to have control over your feelings. In the world, we're not taught how to have control over our feelings. We're taught how to act on it. You have to have control. You in a house with no walls. No, imagine if we was in this house right now, or in this room with no walls. You feel all the wind come through, all the breeze, nothing. You wouldn't have no protection from anything. Anybody would be able to come in and stampede through. Come in and be able to just to see you in here, sitting here with no protection, no nothing. They see everything that you're doing. See right through. We can't be like a city that is broken down without any walls. We have to have strong walls. Strong walls. Keeping guard. Being slow to anger. A lot of brothers, we come on, we lash against each other, having so much anger against each other, we're putting our anger towards the wrong place. We're putting our anger towards somewhere where it shouldn't be put, against your brothers. And that's not what the Most High wanted. It's not what the Most High. He don't want you to put that anger towards your brothers. Because right now, I mean, we get mad at each other for simple things too, like money. And it's not even our fault that we're in that situation. We get mad at each other because we don't have food. We get mad at each other because we ain't got because we ain't got no money, because we're poor. They say we are putting our anger towards the wrong place, when our anger should be pointed towards the man who puts us through this situation.
Right.
The man who makes you poor, which is your oppressor. He puts you in situations that angers you. But we take that anger and we put it towards our brothers. We put it towards, like the scriptures say, oppression maketh the wise man mad.
That's right.
But a wise man knows where to put his anger. A wise man knows who to be mad at. An unwise man doesn't know who to be mad at. He just mad at everybody. Mad at his own brothers. Can you give me Romans chapter 12 and verse 2?
Go on, sir.
Because to be able to have control over yourself, it requires you to do something. Like truth. Everything starts inside your mind, your thought process. And to be able to have control over yourself, you have to first gain control over your mind. You have to first gain control over your spirit and how you think. Because the action, it starts in your mind. The thought process starts in your mind, and the action comes after you have thought about it. Oh, the mouse is still not working? Yeah. Mom, do you have like a battery or something for you? No? Yeah, we need to buy battery for the mouse. Or charge that mouse up, actually, thinking about it. I'm going to charge that battery up. That's a rechargeable battery. You got that scripture?
Come. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Don't be transformed to this world. Conform to this. Like, don't be conformed to this world. What does conform mean?
Conform means
Get the definition.
Let's get the definition. The definition is conform in the Oxford Dictionary, meaning comply with rules, standards, or laws.
Is it another one?
From Connor, behave accordingly to socially acceptable conventions or standards.
Read the poem one more time.
Behave accordingly to socially acceptable conventions or standards.
What?
This one says the act of adapting one's actions, beliefs, or behaviors to fit a particular situation or standard.
That's perfect. Like, because we conform ourselves to America, we fit, like I was saying, Black Hispanics, and then we have an absolute superpower of adapting to any situation. Any situation we can adapt to. And we have adapted to the situation that we're in here in America. We have conformed ourselves to the way, it's too small, but we have conformed ourselves to the way of America. Like, think about the things that America think about the things that we do here in America. Like America says it's okay to smoke weed. And what do? We smoke weed. We smoke weed every single day, getting high every single day because America says it's okay. America says it's okay to smoke weed. What else do? We hate our brothers because America hates their brothers. Good?
Smart, sir. One of the main things I see, especially with the youth today, is they conform to the Leviticus. It's like if I can further elaborate, is that they're okay with the fact that one can choose one's quote unquote gender and sexuality. They're even teaching this in school to our young ones.
Yeah, that's exactly what Kepler said. We don't do anything about this situation now. Your children are end up learning that it's okay to choose what gender they want to be or whatever
sexual preference.
They're gonna be able to choose whatever sexual preference they want. What?
And so it's a lot of cases, but there are cases where people feel pressured into things. Like there are adults that go with certain things that are bad, and they'll teach their children like this is it, this is what you should do, but it goes against like what that person truly believes that they should be doing. So if a child's like, no, like I'm good, and like adults try to push all these things on their children that they don't even agree with. It's just like I don't know. They'll be like there are people going against their own values just to please somebody else.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand what you're saying because yeah, it's true. A lot of our parents, they'll force these things on our children. They'll force these things on us, like to be a certain way. And that's why it's so important that you have to teach your children not to be like that, because it affects later on down the line. It affects on and on and on and on down the line. Because what you teach that child, they're gonna end up teaching the next child and the next child and the next child and the next child and the next child. That's why it's so important that you train up your child to be perfect according to the Most High, so that none of them will depart from it. They'll stay on the path that the Lord wants them to stay on. But we are definitely pressured to do things here in America, like in the school system. That's why they have all these Christmas and everything. It starts at a young age with school, because anybody can convince a child to do anything. Convince a child to do anything. That's the learning stages of a child, and that's why the parents don't get to see their children very often or very much at all. They're always in school learning from the teachers. Whatever the teacher gives them, that's what they're learning. They're not learning from the parents on how to live life. They're not learning from the parents on how to be better brothers and sisters to each other. They're not learning from the parents on how to be live their culture, because they're always in school and the parents are always working, never there to see their children. So of course the children are very, very much being pressured by all these things. That's why like giving them all these things in school. We have all these school projects that are based around America's way, America's Christmas and holidays, all that is based around America. Something that's absolutely boring to us that don't even matter. There's absolute lies. But yeah, we can't be conformed by this world. We can't be conformed in doing all the evil things that are here in America, because everything in America is evil. Everything here is evil and here to set you against the Most High. Like America wants you to go against your brother, and it wants you to go against your sisters. America don't want you to be all happy and joined together, because if that were so, then they wouldn't be putting out the music that they put out today. They wouldn't be putting out the image they put out today.
Right.
You think if America wanted you to be together and wanted black men to love black men and black men to be who they truly are, which is masculine, they would put it on the TV. They would show you a black man being strong instead of a black man wearing a dress.
Right.
They would be out here putting black men on TV having brotherlyhood love according to the Bible, instead of putting black men on here always fighting and unaliving each other. That's what they put on TV all the time, because that's what they want you to conform to. That's what they want you to be. They want you to be the gang bangers in the Bloods, and that's what they want you to be, because they want you to be the scapegoat. America wants you to be a scapegoat because America don't want everybody to focus on them. America, the biggest gang bangers on the earth. So you got the Republican versus the Democrat, red and blue. And then now they want it to be on you. That's why you got Bloods and Crips. They're putting it on you because they want everything to be focused on you. You to be the enemy. They don't want everybody else focused on. They want everybody to look at America like the heroes. They want you to be seen as the villains. The Bloods and the Crips out here unaliving each other, having no brotherhood. But that's why it's so important that we don't take the scapegoat that they want us to take. Instead, we learn how to love each other, learn how to come together and actually deal with each other. Keep on reading, like it, not being conformed to this world. Learn how to not be a part of America, because Christ was definitely not conformed to this world. He wasn't a part of it, and that's why they had to unalive him, because he was a revolutionary.
Right.
He was a revolutionary, going around teaching his brothers how to love one another, teaching his brothers the correct way on what you should do, on how to follow the Lord. That's why they unalive him. They didn't unalive him because he was all about coming together in love and all everybody. No, that was not it. It wasn't it. Christ was coming and telling his people to love each other, telling his people to stop hating each other. But he was also telling his people to separate from this place too, and not be conformed of this world, of the world of America, the world of the oppressor. But keep on going.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
But by being ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. By changing how you think, your thought process matters very, very much. How you think is very important. You ain't gonna be able to change if you're always thinking about unaliving and your brother.
Right.
You ain't gonna change if you're always thinking about having sex with your brother's wife. You're not gonna change. You have to change your thought process and how you think. Change how you see things. By changing it, you have to come up in here and learn how to renew your mind, how to change and see things differently, how to have control over your body. That's how you gain control over your body, is by controlling your mind, changing your thought process. Because America has you thinking that you should unalive your brothers. All this music is just drilled into your mind from a very young age that you should unalive your brothers. You just unalive your brothers, gang bang, kill that. That's the only path that you got to take. But the Lord is giving you another path out of it. He's giving you a way out, because that's not the path that you're supposed to take. If Christ didn't come and sacrifice himself, that would be the only way we have. We wouldn't have another way of coming back to this, coming back to who we're supposed to be. We would only have drugs and unaliving each other and killing us, and sleeping with each other's wives. That's all we would have, right, until we're fully destroyed. But because Christ came back, now we have a way to come back to actually learning how to love each other, actually learning how to be a better brother towards one another. And that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to do the work of the Lord and teach our brothers and sisters how to love and how to be better brothers and how to be better sisters. Keep on going.
Okay. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Ye may prove of the truth. Hold on, read that one more time. Because what a lot of people don't understand is there's something that you have to do to be able to prove what is good. There's something that there's a good way according to the Lord, and there's a bad way.
Right.
You can't just do whatever you want to do. You can't just be out here. Say you can't be like the Christian church. Christian church, they believe there's only one that they believe anything they do, whether it be unaliving, whether it be going out here and smoking weed, whether it be sleeping with another man's wife, it's good unto the Lord. That the Lord, He's not angry. He still loves you no matter what. But that's not the case. There's a certain way to be perfect according to the Most High.
Right.
There's a certain way that you have to prove yourself according to the Most High. Read that one more time.
Come. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable.
And acceptable. Meaning there is something that's not accepted by the Most High. There's a certain way that's not accepted. We think we just all accepted by the Most High. That's not true. There's a certain way that you have to be and a certain mindset that you have to be accepted by the Most High. There's a certain way you have to think to be accepted by the Most High. And the Bible literally gives you the answer. It tells you how to act according to the Most High. Just like a father, when a father is dealing with his children, there's a certain way that's acceptable to him.
Right.
When they don't follow and do what's acceptable to them, what happens? What happens to them children?
So they get punished, sir.
Exactly, they get punished. You ain't following them rules. It's not acceptable. You didn't clean that room, that's unacceptable. I heard that a lot. That's unacceptable when you didn't clean that room. And it's the same way with the Lord, because He treats us like a father. Just like a father. And if you don't do what He says to do, that is absolutely unacceptable. It's unacceptable for you to go out and unalive your brothers and hate your brother. That's why it's important that we become better brethren towards one another.
Right.
Become better people towards each other. Because that's what the Lord wanted. He didn't want you to be the gangbangers. And He didn't want you to go out and be like America or be like any of these other nations. He wanted you to have perfect brotherhood towards one another. That's what He wanted. That's why we have to put away all the evil things that we do towards one another. Can you give me Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31?
Come on, you want me to finish off this verse, sir?
You can finish it?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
And perfect will of God.
And perfect will of God. We have that. What's God? I miss you. God's will is for us to love one another. For us to love one another and us to lean on the Most High. Instead of leaning on ourselves like America does. America teaches you to lean on your own understanding, lean on yourself. You have to lean on the Most High. Let Him fight your battles. Let Him fight your enemies for you. Don't go out and take your own revenge. Because that's what we do here in America. We go out and we take our own revenge. And that's not the will of God. It's not the will of God. That's why we end up being punished and unalived. We're going to definitely get into that. Actually. Hold on. Go ahead and go to Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 31. Understanding this, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that the Lord has a certain way that He wants you to act. He has a way that He wants you to act.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice.
Release. Malice. But what does it mean? What does malice mean?
Malice is select certified from a malice is evil intent.
Correct. Evil intent. Like you gotta put all the bitterness that you have against your brother, and the wrath and the anger that you have against your brother, you have to put it away. Put it away. Because here in America, we have so much anger towards one another. So much anger. So much so that we hold grudges for until the day we die. We holding grudges. Holding grudges so much. That's one thing that Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans we struggle with. Instead of coming together and actually having good communication with each other, we just lash on our anger towards one another. We lash on that anger. We unalive each other. When that simple thing could have been completely resolved through talking to each other. Just a conversation could have solved this matter.
Right.
But we don't know how to have a conversation with each other. We don't know how to communicate with each other. We have so much anger and bitterness against each other. We have to put it away. We have to put that anger towards one another away. Like when a brother does something against each other or against him, a brother is so ready to unalive him. A brother is so ready to jump to conclusions, and he's ready to go out and do the most. He's not ready. He's not thinking about coming and getting right with his brother. That's the last. We're not even thinking about that. That's far from us. We're thinking about ending it. Instead of coming together and fixing the situation, we're not thinking about that at all. That's far from our minds. That is very far. Very, very far. But the first thing we're ready to do is unalive our brothers. Take them down. Take them out of the game. Take them off the street. Instead of coming together and fixing that situation. And that's exactly what America does. America, they ain't. So when you do something against them, you think they're ready to talk and hash it out? Think they're ready to conversate it out and speak nicely with you? Absolutely not. They send their special forces to go and unalive you.
Right.
Real quick like that.
SEAL Team 6.
Exactly. SEAL Team 6. And these are the people we learn from. So we can't be conformed by this world. Because this is not how the Lord intended you to be. Lord didn't. Good. Oh, shoot. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. But yeah, this is not how the Lord intended you to be. He didn't intend for you to have anger and bitterness towards one another. No, you too far. But it says, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. You have to hate doing these. You have to hate hating your brother. You have to put it away. Hate the anger. Like, don't go out and hate your brothers. Put it away. Because that's all we're showing each other here in America is hatred towards one another. But instead of doing this, instead of hating each other and throwing each other in the dirt, trying to trample over one another, I mean, we are so quick to throw each other down, to discourage one another. We're so quick to trample over each other just so that we're doing what America tells us to do. Care about yourself and yourself only. You should only worry about your own problems. We ain't worried about our brother's problems. When he's going through the exact same struggles that you is. He's going through the exact same struggles that you are. You're ready to throw him in the dirt. But instead, verse 32, and be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. Like, we have to be tenderhearted one to another, really considering each other's pains, considering what one has been through. Consider what your brother has been through, all the struggles he has been through, the things that you and your brother have been through. We go through the struggle together. And we treat each other like nothing. Like, you have to be kind one to another. Be kind to your brother. Forgiving your brother. So you have to be able to forgive your brother for the things that he does. It may anger you. It may trespass against you, but you have to forgive your brother. Forgive your brother for the things that he does against you. We're not too quick to forgive. We real quick to judge, and we real quick to like I said, unalive our brothers. We real quick to act off our emotion, having no control over ourselves, no control over our flesh, because we are emotional. We're very emotional. And that's why it's so important that we gain control. And the first thing in the beginning of gaining control is renewing your mind, changing how you think. That's the beginning. The beginning is fearing the Lord. Fearing the Lord, understanding and realizing that, hey, I shouldn't do this because the Lord said not to. The Lord said not to do it. That's a wise thing to do. When you fear the Lord and you don't do something because the Lord said not to do it, that's a very wise thing to do. But be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, and forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. You gotta forgive your brother like the Most High forgave us, because the Most High forgave us for all the things that we did against him. Look at the things we did. We turned all back on the Most High. We did all these evil things, and the Lord forgave us, even though we didn't deserve it. Right now, we technically shouldn't even be here. Shouldn't even be here to even be able to tell you this, because of all the things that we have done. We should be unalive. But because the Lord forgave us, he gave us a whole nother chance. A whole nother chance to be able to tell our brothers to turn away, to be able to give us a chance to get right, even though we didn't deserve it. And none of us deserve this, because we was all evil. We was all evil, doing evil things against the Most High, turning our backs on the Most High. But the Lord didn't turn his back on us. He gave us another chance, forgiving us for the things that we did, forgiving us for going out and eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, forgiving us for going out and unaliving our brothers. He forgave us for the things that we did. He forgave us for turning our back on the Most High, turning our back on him. And this is exactly what he wants us to do to our brother. He wants you to forgive your brother for the things that he has done to you, for him turning his back on you. Forgive your brother. Forgive your people. Show kindness and love to your brother. Don't be conformed to this world, because this world doesn't show kindness and love. America don't show kindness and love. It's how to show complete hatred towards one another. If someone does you wrong, you get that revenge. That's what America teaches you. But here in Isupk, we're teaching you that if your brother does you wrong, forgive him. Forgive your brother. Pray for your brother. All right. Woo. Here we go. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 14. For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. The one thing you have to understand is to be forgiven by the Lord, He requires you to forgive your brother. You can't expect the Lord to forgive. You can't expect the Lord to forgive you if you're not forgiving your brothers for the things that they do. You have to forgive your brothers, your people. When your brother comes up against you, and he does something that is absolutely against you, you have to forgive your brother. Let's say he comes and he's getting he may break an item of yours or something, and you get offended by it. You have to forgive him for those things. You have to forgive him for it. He comes to you, or you go to him alone and you tell him of the situation, and he says sorry. You have to forgive him. Forgive him. You can't act off your emotions and just have anger and strife against your brother. You can't hold a grudge against your brother forever. It's important that you change how you think, because how we're taught to hold the grudge and hold the anger and hold the emotion in. You can't hold those in no more. You have to go to your brother and then talk about the situation. Talk about it and figure it out. You have to figure it out. Figure it out. You can't just act off your emotions and unlove your brothers. Because if you want the Lord to forgive you, you're going to learn how to forgive your brothers. How to put away all the anger. You don't want the Lord going back and looking on your past. Like it's a perfect example. Like you don't, let's say your brother does something to you, and you don't forgive him. You just hold it in until y'all get in an argument or something. You don't bring up the past. And you remember this? You remember when you was out here doing this against me 5 years ago? Like, dang, you have to forgive your brother for that, because you don't want the Lord. You don't want the Lord judging you and remembering you from the past when you was in the world. You don't want the Lord to remember that. And you remember when you was smoking weed in the house, sitting in a chair smoking weed, getting real high. You remember that? Yeah, you getting judged for that today. But you don't want the Lord to do that to you. You remember when you was going out and you was sleeping with them harlots? Yeah, brother. I remember that. Like, you don't want the Lord doing that to you. So it's so important that you forgive your brothers. You forgive your brothers so that the Lord can forgive you. Like it says, for if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. You want the Lord to forgive you? Forgive your brethren also. Forgive your brothers when they trespass against you. You don't want the Lord to bring up something in the past that you did. And think about all the things that you did. You got dirt on them. You want to bring up the past. You did a lot of evil things in the past. You don't want all that to be brought up. We was smoking weed. We was alcoholics. We was doing all the most disgusting things in the past. You don't want the Lord to bring that up. Like you bringing up your brother's past. You don't want the Lord to do that to you. Verse 15. But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive you. Because if you don't forgive your brothers, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Lord is not going to forgive you for the things that you have done. He's not going to forgive you for your past. The steps of becoming a better brother starts with renewing your mind, renewing how you act against your brothers, your response against your brothers. You can't deal with your brothers in such an angry way. You have to deal with your brothers with, tender hearted and kindness. That's how you have to deal with your brother. Because that's how the Lord wants you to deal with your brother. He don't want you to deal with them with anger and with bitterness. He wants you to put that away and deal with your brothers kind-heartedly. In any manner, in any place, anywhere, you should always deal with your brothers according to how the Lord wants you to do it. Because you don't want the Lord to deal with you with worse. He could deal with you with so much worse. You don't want him to deal with I don't want to even think about it. The Lord, he deal with you with much anger. But deal with your brother according to how the Lord said to, which is forgiving your brother for the things that they do to you. Forgive your brother for their trespasses, so that the Lord ain't bringing up your past. Read this one. Damn, again? Bear with me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Please. I'm so slow. Ah, but like I said, you have to be transformed through how you think. That's why Christ was saying. This is what Christ said when he said in John chapter 3 and verse 3. Right here, which John chapter 3 and verse 3. And Yahweh answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Like, and a lot of people, they'll read this and they'll think it's actually saying you got to be born again out of your mother's womb. And that's exactly what Nicodemus thought. He thought the same thing, like being born out of your mother's womb, like it's impossible. And read it one more time. Yahweh answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. But Christ wasn't speaking about being born out of the womb again. Christ was speaking about being speaking about being transformed by the renewing of your mind, being born again by becoming a different person, coming out of the world and becoming Captain Yatazak, coming out of the world and becoming who the men here in Isupk became today. We come out of the world and we transform and we're reborn again. Like all those things that we did in the past, done away with. They're done away with. We are not that same person no more. We don't deal with our brothers harshly like we dealt with our brothers in the world. In the world, we dealt with our brothers harshly. We unalived our brothers. But when we come and we transformed and we was reborn again into a whole nother new creature, into something that is unrecognizable. You got brothers that come up in here and they life do a whole 360. They was gangbangers, they was out here smoking weed, they was out here doing all these different things. They come in here. It's a 360. Now they the best priests out there. They're out here breaking down scriptures. They're out here getting their brothers off of drugs. They're out here coming and helping their brothers and sisters. Love one another. If that ain't a miracle, I don't know what is. Because one thing I do know, it is very hard to get off of drugs. Very hard to get off of crack and cocaine and all that. It's very hard to get off of drugs. But in here, brothers, they come in here and they get off of drugs. They come in here and they get healed from being a drug user, a drug abuser, or an addict. Because this is the true place where the Most High resides. This is where you truly get healed. This is where you truly come and learn how to be a better brother, a better sister. You come in here and you truly learn how to do what the Lord told you to do. That's where you learn it. You ain't gonna learn it nowhere else because everywhere else is death. That's why we suffer so much everywhere we go. But here, this is the safest place on the earth. You ain't gonna get unalived here. Out there in the world, you get unalived. You go to that Christmas party, you're definitely gonna get unalived. You go and you celebrate that Easter party, you're definitely gonna get unalived. You go out there and you be with these other, you go and you marry these other heathens, you're definitely gonna get unalived. Say, you definitely, yeah. That too, you go and you celebrate New Year's, you definitely, I mean, look what happened. A lot of our people, we got unalived because we would celebrate New Year's. We celebrate these things of America and we're conformed to America's ways and we get unalived. Because the Lord is literally telling you, hey, I don't want you doing that. He's giving you this. You being unalived ain't nothing to him. He'll unalive you like that because he'll just bring you back into the earth. To restart all over. You want to listen to him? All right, then. Take you off the earth so you can restart all over. Try again. That's why it's so important that we change ourselves here right now. So we ain't got to be unalived. We ain't got to experience the second death that's coming. We'd rather experience the first death, which is unaliving our old selves, becoming someone different. Because your old self has a warrant out for its rest. Your old self, the angels looking for you, for the old you. They're looking for you. They're looking for Tyrese. Tyrese was a game banger. He had dreads. He was out here unaliving his brothers, out here going around smoking weed, doing all the most treacherous things on earth. And then Tyrese came into the truth. He became he became someone unrecognizable. Changed his name. It ain't Tyrese no more. He became brand new. He became reborn again. You do what? That's right. He became reborn again. Someone that was different. Someone unrecognizable that doesn't have rewards. You come in here and you change your life and you get a new slate. When you're born, you ain't never done anything. You ain't never done anything. You ain't never gotten in trouble yet. You're starting over again. This is a way to start over from a fresh, clean slate. That's what you're doing in here. And Nicodemus didn't understand it. Nicodemus thought how can you come out of your mother's womb and again? Like this is why he said, go ahead and read verse 4.
I don't come, sir. Verse 4, Nicodemus said unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born?
Yeah, that's it. Can you enter the second time into your mother's womb and be reborn? No, you can't. And that's one reason a lot of our people don't understand the scriptures. They don't understand what it's saying. That's why it's so important that you come and you get the breakdowns from the men of the Lord. The priests the priests that actually are given the word and have the understanding of the scripture. You get it broken down on how to be a better brother, and you'll get it broken down. You come in here, you ask any question, your question is going to get answered. Best believe your question will be answered. Any question you have, and they will get answered. Can you give me John chapter 14, John chapter 17, verse 14? That was pretty slow, huh? No? It's not?
It's kind of, it's going.
I was struggling with it. It was so slow for me.
It's the book of John. It's like chapter 17, verse 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them.
There's something that the Lord has given us. He's given us his word, his law, statutes, and commandments. And when you follow after these laws, statutes, and commandments, when you come into the actual understanding on how to love your brother, you know what happens? You know what happens?
Come on, sir. The world will turn against you.
The world turns against you. You know what happens when you stop eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster? The world turns against you. When you actually start to gather with your brethren, the world turns against you. Everybody in the world turns against you. Your own family will turn against you. The America will turn against you.
Right.
Go ahead. Say it again. We'll get to it. But America turns against you. So your family loved you when you was out here celebrating Christmas and smoking weed. As soon as you stop, they get to tripping. You don't celebrate Christmas. You crazy.
Right.
They look at it as if you're in a cult or something, and you're really just following God's laws. You're just doing exactly what the Lord told you to do. Because the Lord, he gives you his word, and the world hates it. When you follow the Lord, it's out of the ordinary to everybody else. You stop eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, they start looking at you crazy. You stop hating your brother, they start looking at you crazy. Like, what? You don't hate your brother. What? You're not angry against your brother? Like, let's say another brother offends you in the world, and you deal with the situation on how the Lord tells you to deal with it. You don't go out and you gossip to everybody on the streets. They're gonna look at you differently. Like, you're not gonna gossip about me, talk behind my back. you bring the situation to them, it's gonna be what? That's out of the ordinary. It's different because that's what we're taught here in America. We're not taught how to come together and figure the situation out. We're not taught how to have communication with each other. We are taught how to put the gun up and shoot each other. You're not taught how to fight yourself and control yourself. You're taught how to strive or to go out with anger against your people. America teaches you to love America and hate your brother. Like the Lord was saying, you can't love two masters. You either hate the other and you either love one and hate the other. Well, when you love America, you will end up hating your brothers. But when you love your brother, you end up hating America.
That's right.
It's one or the other. You can't choose both because America causes you to hate your brother. When you follow and you conform yourself to the ways of America, it causes you to hate your brother.
That's right.
But when you conform yourself to the way of the Most High, it causes you to love your brother and hate America.
Right.
Hate America's ways because America's ways are against your brother. It puts you at opposition with your brother. It puts you against your people. Because for you to thrive in America, you have to hate your brothers. You have to throw your brothers to the dirt. That's why it says a gift destroyed the heart. Because you're running after a gift, forgetting about your people. They give you a little bit of cash, and you're ready to throw your brothers under the bus. Ready to throw your people down to the gutters. Go ahead. Yeah, loving your brothers is keeping the commandments of God. Mm-hmm. And that's what's crazy because the Christian church, they teach you that God's laws are done away with, and none of us can be perfect. So you tell me you can't love your brother. You tell me that loving your brother is done away with. Loving your people is done away with. It don't make no sense. Christian church don't make no sense at all. They say God's laws is done away with. Well, you know God's laws said not to kill each other. So now you're saying it's okay to kill? No. Now you're saying it's okay to steal? I think I remember that with God. I think it was Cap actually. When a brother, I think, was speaking to him, he was like, said like something about God's laws being done away with and everything. So he's like, oh, okay. Or I forget who it was who he told, but he's like, you know what? Go grab his wallet since the laws are done away with.
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar Bar. He was like, go ahead and grab his wallet. Like, if the laws are done away with, you saying it's okay to steal. You telling me it's okay to steal from you. You saying it's okay, I can just go and take your car. No, the laws are not done away with. Don't listen to anything the Christian church tell you, because they're telling you it's okay to steal, it's okay to murder, it's okay to do anything that you want. Yeah, the Henry.
Sir, and TJ says, who cares if I'm gay because God's going to look anyway, and you're going to share your moments. Just stuff like that. That's what's happening in the Christian church. They believe that God's going to love them, or they have love for their brother, and it's subjective. Like it's what's okay with them. Like it's okay with themselves. They think it's okay with God.
You know what? You know what I would like? I would like for them to prove in the Bible where it says you can do whatever you want, and the Lord will still love you no matter what you do. Tell me where the Lord said that out of his mouth. Tell me where any prophet said that out of his mouth. Tell me anywhere in the Bible where it said that. I ain't seeing the same thing you see in mine. I guess we read something different. I'm not seeing that. The Lord is thinking of is Ecclesiastes? The Lord said that he hated the sinners. The Most High hated sinners. He say he loved the sinner and hated the sin. No, he said he hated sinners.
Right.
Like, and the Lord hates He hates when you are hateful to your brother. He hates when you treat your brother like trash. That's why he said, if a man said that he loved God, but he hated his brother, he's a liar. Because the Most High knows that if you out here going around and treating your brother like trash, you would treat the Most High exactly like how you treat your brother. Because the Most High ain't here on the earth for you to be able to show that you love him. He's not here down with you to be able to ask you for money. But your brother's here asking you for money, asking you for help. You throwing your brother to the gut. You're like, man, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else, because I ain't helping you. If Christ was here and he was here right and asking, it came out of nowhere. You didn't recognize him, and he came and he asked for help. You know what you would tell him? Man, go somewhere else. You would deny Christ. You would do the exact same thing to Christ that you doing to your brother. That's why Christ said it. If you've done it to the least of the brother in my kingdom, in the kingdom, you've done it unto him. Because truly, we do not love each other. Here in America, we don't love each other. That's the truth. That's why we have to change how we think and understand things so that we can be able to love our brothers properly. Love our brothers according to how the Lord needs us to love each other. Read the scripture.
Start from the top.
Sure.
Come. This is the book of John, chapter 17, verse 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Because we are not of the world. The world doesn't understand the things that we do. They don't understand why we wear what we wear. We wear garments, and they don't understand why we wear garments. They look at us like what do they say, Power Rangers?
Power Rangers.
Yeah, they look at us like we Power Rangers. They don't understand why we go out and we say the things that we say. That God don't love everybody. They don't understand that. They can even fathom it in their mind. They have a brain, what you call it? They have a brainstem, their brainstem interface be messed up because we go out and we say that God don't love everybody. They be like, oh, start freaking out. Like, what? Because they don't understand.
Right.
But to get understanding, you gotta come in here and you gotta understand and get the understanding. Yeah.
They're shaky because they have nothing to like stand on that's solid.
I was thinking exactly the same thing that you were gonna say. I was thinking word for word what you were saying. I'm like, I know what you were gonna say.
Yeah, that reminds me of the scripture paraphrase they talked about the house on the sand and house built with rocks. Also, like the sand to do
Somewhat. Yeah, that is true because the Christian church, they don't have a good foundation to stand on. That's why I mean the Christian church, their foundation is built off of lies.
Right.
Nothing but lies and death and murder. That's why the Christian church is absolutely gonna fall. Everything that is built off of lies and murder and death is gonna fall. And the only thing that's gonna be standing is the truth. That's the only thing that's gonna be standing. The truth of the Most High. That's the only thing you're gonna see standing. The government of the Lord. It's the only thing. That's why we go out and we do what we do so hard because we know everything here in America is going to be destroyed. That's why you see everything that's happening in America. You got half the United States on fire and half the United States freezing up because the Lord is showing his wrath on America in the earth. He's showing his wrath. He's letting you know that time's up. Time is almost up. You only got a little bit to make a choice. You only got a little bit of time. You gotta make a choice real quick. I would tell you, shoot, the best thing you could do is get on your knees and repent to the Lord. But keep on going.
Come on, verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out.
Verse 14 again.
Verse 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
None of us are of the world. We don't do anything. I mean, we live in the world,
Right.
but we're not of the world.
That's right.
We don't do anything that America does. We don't follow it after America. We don't smoke weed. We don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. We don't celebrate America's holidays. Because when you celebrate and you do everything that America does, you are a part of America. And the Lord sees you as his enemy. Sees you as his enemy. When you go out and you are hating your brothers, that's a product of America. That's not a product of the Lord. The Lord, when you follow after the Lord, you will love your brother. You truly follow after the Lord, you will love your people. You ain't gonna hate your brother. But America and everybody that follows after America and is conformed to America, they hate their brother. They have no brotherhood towards one another. But all they care about is gain for themselves, getting money for themselves, following after their own lust. All worried about themselves as an individual. But we worried about each other. We're one body in here, one family. We showed the most brotherhood in here you'll ever see. You'll never see this brotherhood anywhere else.
Right.
Nowhere else on earth. But this is something that we have to prepare ourselves for, especially when you come up in here in the truth. Can you read Matthew chapter 10, verse 22?
No.
We don't follow anything of the world. We come out here and we do everything that is opposite of America. America tells you to smoke weed, we don't smoke weed. America tells you that it's okay to choose your gender and to choose and be whatever you want to be. We don't do that. We're what the Lord tells us to be. We do what the Lord tells us to do. Yes.
Read it, sir.
Do what the Lord tells us to do because we're not of this world. Neither was Christ.
Right.
All the men that are here in Isupk, because we're not of the world. We're separate from the world. We're separate because we don't follow after what America tells us to do. We don't do what America tells. We follow the laws. We keep the laws, but we also keep the Lord's laws. That's what we do. We keep the Lord's laws also. The Lord tells us not to smoke weed, we don't smoke weed.
Right.
The Lord tells us to love thy brother, and we love thy brother. Everything here in America is telling you to hate your brother. The Lord is telling you to love your brother. We're not of the world, and that's why the world hates the things that we do.
Right.
Because it's not of the world. It's out of order. It's out of the system that America has set up. That's why when you say you don't eat pork, your family freaks out. Like, what? You ain't eating pork? What? You stop celebrating birthdays. Start freaking out like, whoa, what? Stop celebrating birthdays. You start wearing fringes. You start wearing garments and everything. Start to look at you crazy, like start to hate you. And they don't even know why they hate you. It's a crazy thing. They don't even know why you do the things that you do, but they hate you. because you are following after the Lord. You're doing what the Lord wanted you and told you to do. That's why it says this. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. And he shall be hated of all men.
No, hold on. You should be loved of all men.
And ye shall be hated of all men.
No. They're gonna have peace with you and love you, and they're gonna accept you.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
For whose name's sake?
For my name's sake.
For my name's sake. For Christ's name's sake.
Right.
They're gonna be hated. Not to say they're gonna be. It's not gonna be sweet and rainbows. What happened when you came into the truth? Did your family love you and accept you and be like, oh yeah, you come into the truth? Oh yeah, it's a big celebration.
Nah, sir.
Absolutely not. What happened when you came into the truth?
My dad, though,
That's different. I'm talking about.
he in the truth. My mom was like, no, and she showed like hatred for it too. She showed it, but I don't think she understands why.
She don't even know why she's showing hatred for it.
If you ask why, she didn't have
They ain't got an answer.
no.
They don't. None of them have an answer. Because they don't know why. Because truly deep down, they really don't love the Most High.
Right.
It's not that they don't like you. It's not that they hate you. It's because they truly do not love the Most High. They don't love God. They really truly don't understand the Most High. They don't understand God and what He truly wants. They don't understand it. Because when you come up in here, I mean, one thing is the Christian church, there's when you come to serve the Lord, everything gonna be sweet rainbows, and if you're not struggling, that the Lord is with you. Oh. It says right here though, what? Read it from the top.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Sure. And you shall literally tell you what's going to happen when
Right.
you are stuck. When you come and you do what the Lord tells you to do, when you get His word and you understand what He's telling you to do, and you start to follow it, you start to wear the fringes. You start to put on the armor of the Lord. You start
Right.
to put on and keep His commandments. You start to not eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. What the Lord says is going to start happening, you going to read it again.
Ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
And you're going to be hated by all men for the Lord's name's sake.
Right.
When they see us, does everybody love us and give us a warm welcome?
Nah, sir.
No. But what happens when the Christian pastor comes? They love him and give him a warm welcome? Yeah. Yeah. You think they was giving Christ a warm welcome?
Nah, sir.
No. Our own people chose to put Christ on a cross,
Right.
to be hung. An innocent black man who was unalive. We put him on that cross.
Right.
He was innocent. And we put Christ on the cross because we don't understand the things that the Lord wants us to do. But read that one more time.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. And he that slack, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
You're going to be hated by all men for Christ's name's sake. You come and you do exactly what Christ told you to do. You being hated, you're doing something right. You following up to Christ. You walking the path that Christ was doing. You doing what Christ was doing.
Right.
You're doing what the Lord is telling you to do. You're hated by all men. Because Scripture says the disciple is not above his master. You think we're gonna escape that and not be hated? No, Christ was hated. You think if Christ was hated, we're gonna be hated too. When you come into the truth and you do exactly what the Lord tell you to do, you won't be hated by all men. You're gonna go through the struggles. The Lord never said it was gonna be sweet rainbows when you come and you serve the Lord. In fact, keep on going first. But also get Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 1.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
But he that endureth to the end. Now, and it says, he that just loves on the Most High and just believes in him.
But he that endureth to the end
No,
shall be saved.
It says, he that endureth to the end shall be saved. He that puts on the name and takes the oath of the Most High, takes the oath, and lives and does what the Lord tells him to do until death.
Right.
Until the end. That's the man that shall be saved. We ain't in here just for a little bit. We in here for life. We made a blood oath. Till death do us part. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 1. Until death do us part. You endure with your brethren until the end. I'm going to shoot. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
No. If you come to serve the Lord, it's going to be happy, rainbows, love. Go ahead.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You come to serve the Lord, you're going to get all the blessings. You're going to get, you're going to see all the love and you're going to come up here and get all the love and receive all the good and all the money. You're going to be rich, all that. Read it one more time.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
When you come to serve the Lord, you have to prepare your soul for temptation. You have to prepare your soul for temptation. You have to prepare yourself to go through the deep of the mud and the thick of it with your brother. That's what it's going to take for you to prepare your soul. You can't prepare yourself without your brother. It's going to take for you to be with your brother to survive through it. We can't survive through this on our own. When you come up in here, it's not going to be all sweet rainbows and nice and everything. You're not going to get all the money. I mean, are you rich right now?
No.
Hell no. I ain't rich. No. I bet you all the brothers in here will tell you, nah, we ain't rich. We poor.
Right.
We poor. We're poor. You're going to go through challenges here in here. Challenges to see if you are worthy of even getting the kingdom of heaven. You're worthy to fight through. You're worthy to even get the blessings. You have to fight through this. You come up in here, you have to prepare yourself to fight these demons, to fight your demons, to fight those thoughts that come in your head, those evil thoughts that come in your head. You have to fight those. You have to prepare your soul for temptation. Because, oh man, is America tempting? You have to fight yourself to not celebrate Christmas. You have to fight yourself to not do whatever your mind or the evil thoughts tell you to do. You have to fight constantly, every single day, because life is a fight. It's a war. You have to win that fight every single day. You have to win every single day. You have to prepare yourself. Because in the world, you ain't fighting. You ain't fighting.
No.
You just letting the demons win.
Right.
No demons is controlling you. That's why you have no control over your body, because the demons that are inside you have control over your body. They tell you when to smoke weed. They tell you to go out and drink and get drunk. They control your body and your flesh. They tell you to go out and sleep with harlots. They control you. But we have to learn how to control ourselves. We have to learn how to control our bodies so that we can be able to serve the Lord and help our brothers and sisters be able to control their bodies also. Be able to control their flesh and their spirit. That's why the scripture says, we then that are strong have to bear the infirmities of the weak. That is absolute brotherhood.
Right.
Once you become strong in the truth and you're able to fight your demons, you have to go and help your brothers fight their demons. You have to help your brothers understand and then fight his problems. When you go through those problems, learn from it. Learn how to fight those problems and help your brothers fight those problems also. But first, you gotta fight yourself first, because how can you fix and fight help fight your brother demons if you don't even know how to fight yours?
Right.
You don't know how to control your spirit and your flesh. That's why you gotta control yourself. Gain control. The most brotherly thing you can do. Gain control and fight your demons. That you can go out and help your brothers fight their demons. Prepare your soul for the temptations that America has.
Right.
Because, oh man, when you stop eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, trust me, these demons is coming. They're coming for you because they realize, oh, he's starting to do what the Lord says. No. You gotta fight against them. You think you're fighting against demons and fighting. You think that you fighting and doing something, especially the Christian church, they think they're doing something with that whatever. They're not doing nothing. You ain't fighting no demons until you come into the eyes of the cave. Yeah, and you start to do what the Lord says. Then you're gonna realize you fighting demons.
Right.
You fight real demons. That's when you learn to really fight demons. Read that one more time.
One more comment. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare thy soul for temptation. You come in to really prepare yourself to fight these demons in there.
Right.
The real demons. I thought you knew what demons were because America said they was some pitch. The man with the red horns and the pitchfork, that ain't no demon.
No.
Hell no. You don't really find out what a demon is
Right.
when you come in here. You don't find out what there is. You're gonna learn to fight against them. Read me, John, 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
One more comment, sir. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world.
Hold on. Love the world.
Love not the world.
Love not the world. Don't love the world of what?
Neither the things that are in the world.
Now, hold on. I put God this question like, love not the world or what?
The world of America, sir, the world of the heathen.
Don't love the world of the heathen. Don't love the world of America. One of our people, we don't even know what that means. The world. That's a whole different definition.
Right.
Just the age of society.
That's right.
Don't love the world that is teaching you how to hate your brother.
That's right.
Don't love that world because that world is absolutely evil against the Most High.
Right.
What did you learn in the world? You learned how to
Like it, sir, if I may, what I learned in the world was how to please yourself. That's what I learned in the world. How to please yourself.
You didn't learn how to please the Most High. You learned how to please yourself.
Right.
That's what we all learn, how to please ourselves. How to be our how to please ourselves and make a way for ourselves, and instead of helping each other how to get out of this situation that we are. We're all in the same boat, going through the same struggle. We all trying to make a way to get out. We never thought to come together, to get out of this together. Instead, we trample over each other, throwing each other down. Imagine the things we could do if we all came together. Imagine the things we could get done if we came together and show brotherhood toward one another. Imagine the things we could accomplish. If we came together, this place would fall by night.
Right.
That's why America is so afraid and doesn't want Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to come together. They don't want us to come together because if we did, they would lose their power. They would lose their place in rulership. We came together and did exactly what the Lord taught us to, loving each other exactly how the Lord told us to love each other. This place would fall by night.
Right.
This place would fall. We focused on doing exactly what the Lord taught us to do. This place would fall by night. If we stopped loving, if we all came together and stopped loving this place, stop loving the things that are here in America, this place would fall by night. But we can't seem to let go of the love for this place. Some of our people, we're comfortable and love this place here. We love it here. We love being comfortable here in America. We love loving ourselves and only worrying about ourselves. That's why us having the superpower to be able to adapt to any situation is a gift, but also is a curse. Because we've adapted to the situation here in America. We've gotten so comfortable. When we used to fight, back then, we used to fight.
Right.
We used to fight the ways of America. But now we've gotten so comfortable, we don't fight no more. We're just comfortable. We're comfortable here in America. Comfortable with hating your brother. Comfortable with unaliving each other. Instead of being comfortable with going to your brother and fixing the problems that you and your brother may have. We're comfortable with unaliving it. We're comfortable with taking the easy way out. Going and unaliving your brother, that's taking the easy way out. That's the easy way. It's easy to pull the trigger. But what's hard? What's hard is to go and talk to your brother. I mean, it ain't even hard. It's a simple thing, going and talking to your brother. We're so comfortable with pulling that trigger that we'd rather not talk to our brother. We'd rather not. We don't even think of that choice. That choice ain't even in our DNA. Like it's not even in our what you would call it. It's not even in our thought choice. Like you ever played a game where you got choices? You got a little bubble of choices. That ain't even in there. All we got is unalive, beat up, hate, hold the grudge forever. That's our choices. Instead of fix the problem, talk to your brother, come together. We don't got those choices. That's why you have to renew your mind.
Right.
Your choices are fixing the problem instead of coming to the conclusion of hating your brother and unaliving him. That's the conclusion we come to here in America. Here in Isupk, we come to the conclusion of always fixing the problem. And if we can't fix the problem between each other, you know what we do? We get counsel.
Right.
We get counsel because we're going to fix the problem some way, somehow. You hear me?
And people are trying to get like payback and vengeance on other people. And they don't trust the Lord enough to understand that if you do what the Lord says, and if you do your trust in the Lord, then he will fight for you. A lot of people, not good, it's just a lot of people, they're taking out their anger and they think they're finding some kind of justice in doing wrong back to people. The wrong is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When the Lord's going to deal with that, you know, it might not be what you want to, but the Lord's going to deal with that.
Yep, that's true. And the Lord, your job is not to give vengeance or give revenge. You're not there. You're not here to get revenge on your brothers. Your job is to forgive your brother. That's our job, to forgive our brother and love one another. The Lord will fight for you. He'll fight for you against your enemies. He'll fight for you. But your brothers, some of your brothers, they may not know they even affected you. That's why we have certain protocols and situations to be able to help each other to deal with these situations. That's why you have the protocol going to your brother and your brother alone so that you can deal with these situations. You read that scripture?
Come. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
I love the things that are in the world. Because what's in America is evil. Everything in America is evil, turning you against your brother. They don't give you the choice of forgiving your brother. That's not really a choice in America. You're not taught to forgive your brother here in America.
Right.
You're taught to hate and unalive your brother. Like, it's all throughout our music. It's all throughout the movies. It's all throughout everything. Everything in America is advertising you to unalive and hate your brothers. So don't love the things that are in the world of America, in the world of your oppressors. Because they want you to hate your brother. Like, this whole America is a whole, our oppressors have built a whole system for everything here to set you against the Most High. Everything here is a system that is set to make you go against the Most High, to make you go against your brother. That's all set up from when we are born to the day that we die. You go to school, and they teach you everything. Your parents don't teach you nothing.
Right.
They teach you everything. They teach you how you should live. They teach you what you should do. They teach you how you should react and how you should do things and how you should run things. They teach you from a young age. But we can't love the things and follow after the things here in America. It's time for us to teach our children how to act. Teach our children how to love one another. Teach our children how to control themselves and deal with their emotions. Teach our children how to have brotherhood towards one another. Because if you love the things that are in here, in America, in the world, what does it say? You call?
Neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
And the love of the Father is not, it's not in you. You truly don't love the Most High. You don't love your brother. You don't love Christ. Like, you go to a brother and tell him, hey, if the Most High said that you have to forgive your brother, would you do it? They're gonna say no. all of our people, they might say no, just like Christmas. We go and we ask our people, if Christmas is in the Bible, but it tells you not to celebrate it, would you stop celebrating it? What was most of the people's answer that you called when we went to the mall?
Most of their answers, sir, is they would still celebrate Christmas, sir.
It would still celebrate Christmas. You say, what? Meaning they truly don't believe in God. They don't follow after God. They would rather still celebrate that than follow after what the oppressor tells them to do instead of celebrating and doing what the Lord tells them to do. Meaning they don't truly believe in God. They don't truly believe in the Most High. But Black, Spanish, Native Americans, we have to separate ourselves from this place and love our brother, love each other. Because if we don't, we're going to be destroyed. With that, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Paducah. Shout out to one was 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and Lee Manager on that. With that, as class officer, Yakaya.
This is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. In the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. My Isupk, which means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. That's Thursday, March 13th, and Friday, March 14th. You can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, scarf. This concludes the ISUPK security announcements.
With that, everybody marching, let's put the stand. You're in the south, on what we're doing, trying to face the east. Going to read the Lord's Prayer in the last one, gosh. Abanaw, Shabbat Shema, Kadash, Hayah, Shimka, Yahweh, Lafaka, Taba'ah, Batizai, Hayah, Aisha, Baradis, Kawa, Hayah, Ashma, Latanana, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakna, Kabawatna, Kasalakna, Kabawatian, Warala, Tabi'ayna, Manasawan, Bo, Ashayna, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malagwa, Hala, Wata Para, Alumi, Amen. What we said was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, and will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Okay. Third, to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Amazon Shabbat, Amazon, Barak, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Prakatah, Yakim Matah. And try to face the sisters to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Amazon Shabbat, Amazon, Barak, Yahweh, Shema, Bashem, Yahushua. Thank you, Matar. Class dismissed. Isn't it?